is up, everybody? What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Give your girl 1 second. Welcome back. Okay, I know a lot of you guys was just on the live with me with Ready to Love, and we're about to talk about ladies who list. Okay, shout out to everybody over here on TikTok. We're about to talk about ladies who list. If you would like to be a part of the conversation, feel free to come on over to YouTube. The link is in the bio. Okay, so give me 1 second, everybody. While I am working on some things on my end, feel free to go ahead and hit that like button for your girl. Okay. Thank you so very much, honey. Almost done over here on my end. See who we got in the chat. What's up, Amina? What's up, 2Ls? Yes, we back, honey. We is back, girl. What is up, Sasha? What's up, Leland? What's going on? Hey, T. Hey, vacation every day, honey. What's up, everybody over here on TikTok? If you'd like to be a part of the conversation, feel free to join us over here on YouTube. Link is in the bio. Okay. Give me 1 second. Hey, did it do it right today? Let me see. Okay, almost. Okay, we see how y'all want to act over there, girl. All right. Okay, bet. Hey, bet. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Another good episode with the ladies, excuse me, of ladies who list ATL. Excuse me. Just pulling up my notes here so we can talk about this show, as it was another good episode. I don't know how many episodes they got this season. I don't know, but I'm definitely enjoying the show for what it is at this point. All right. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Feel free to join us over here on YouTube. To everybody over here on TikTok, thank you so much. Link is in the bio. Okay, T, what did you ask? Jamie, did you watch Crystal's interview with Kempire? I did. Shout out to Kempire. He did a great job with that interview. I really, really enjoyed it. I think I had like 5 more minutes of it that I have not finished, I believe, but I really liked it. I also, when I was watching it, I was like, you know, Crystal really not that bad of a person. I mean, some stuff she was saying had me side-eyeing her, but you know what I'm saying? I think somewhere deep down inside, she means well, you know. But all in all, he did a great job with that interview. And yes, I did see it. I be saying, I think Robin is playing in people's face. I'm not featuring either of them. Okay. I mean, I must say, watching it, I kind of was like, okay then. Okay, Miss Screw, you might not be as bad, but I still feel like you full of some all right. So if you feel that way about Robin T, I mean, I'm not surprised. You know, I feel like everybody got a little bit of BS in them. Okay. So I understand. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Yes, thank you so much, Mikey. Yes, welcome in. Come on in, y'all. Please make sure you hit that like button for your girl, Jamie, honey. Even y'all all the way in the back. Okay, come to the front and hit that like button. I saw the Kempire's interview with Crystal. It definitely gave me a different perspective on some things, right? Yeah. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Crystal is so disingenuous. Okay. Yes, naturally, Mar. I don't know if that was a statement or a question. Yes, Kempire did do an interview with Crystal of Ladies Who List ATL. It's on his page if you guys would like to definitely go over there and check it out and see how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So hold on, wait. Okay, she is still unlikable, but Robin is also trying to be a star. I feel like Kiana trying to be a star, but we're going to talk. Girl, wait a minute. Did I just delete something? Okay, girl, I sat up here and deleted my notes. I said, oh, wait a minute, boo. I feel like Kiana the one trying to be a star. That's why she over there trying to hightail it away from the show. What's up, everybody over here on TikTok? Come join TikTok. Come join us over here on YouTube if you'd like to be a part of the conversation. Link is in the bio. Next episode is so good. LOL, I'm gonna have to give my login. Listen. I will say, if I watch the episode early, I might not review until next week, though. You know what I'm saying? I might still hold off because I enjoy my Sunday lives. I mean, we could chat about it in a Discord possibly, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, go from there, and still you could have an overall conversation. Or if I were to review it early, then we could just do a call in on Sunday, and y'all can call in and tell me y'all thoughts about it. So if I end up doing an early review on the episode that comes out on this Friday, then I might just do a call in with y'all so y'all can share y'all thoughts. But let's go ahead and get into this thing, okay? We see Kiana and Robin. And Robin brings up the picture. Not the Kiana. Somebody brought up the photo because remember, Kira said she didn't want to be in the photo with the ladies, okay? She was like, nah, right? So Robin says that she tried to take a pic, and the girl didn't want to take a pic. She's the one that's acting like a child, even though I'm the one that's trying to move forward, right? So then Kiana says she wants them to talk. Robin says, you need to talk to the person with the smaller brain. And I said, I'm not talking to the person with the smaller brain, girl. So they speak on the dinner. Okay, Kira comes into the room. They speak on the dinner. Kira says that she doesn't easily get angered and that someone brought it out of her. Girl, you brought this out yourself. You brought that out of yourself. Okay, and if anybody brought it out of you, I personally feel like that Kiana brought it out of you because you was riding off of Kiana's energy and you wanted to bring that to Robin. So I wasn't featuring that whole sit down, but let's keep going. So she says that, you know, I don't really know you, Robin. You don't really know me. So X, Y, Z. I said, well, if y'all don't really know each other, why the hell is you upset over an unfollow? Why is that even a conversation? I could see if somebody that you knew unfollowed you, then maybe you could feel a way about that. Like, girl, why you unfollow me or whatever? Like, you know what I'm saying? But you don't even know this lady. And this lady don't even know you. So why are you mad about an unfollow then? You're not even making any sense to me. So she says Crystal came to her politely. I didn't even hear what Crystal said. And they probably did have that conversation. Obviously, they must have for them to continue to have these different sit downs, but we never got a chance to hear what Crystal even said about her unfollowing her, okay? She then says Robin took it in a different manner. That's because Robin, and see, that'd be the thing, like Robin for me was responding to you. Okay, Robin was responding based on the energy that you gave her. She met you where you was and you couldn't handle that. All right. So Kira goes on to say that she has no issue or problem with Robin, but continues to speak on the issue and the problem that she has with Robin. Help her out. Okay. But then goes on to say that she does think that there's an underlying issue over there on Robin's part. And I'm like, no, it's not. The issue was always on your behalf. Just because she unfollowed you, you assumed that she had an issue with you or something. Maybe she was just clearing out her feed. Okay, so I don't know. But anyway, Robin says, girl, there is no underlying issue, period. She says that she didn't understand the impact of the Instagram and how it made her feel or what it meant to her for her to unfollow her. So she had to go and ask a younger demographic, which was her children, I'm sure, and ask if it was a big deal when you unfollow somebody. And they let her know, like, yeah, girl, that is a big deal when you unfollow somebody on social media, okay? And she says that she wants her to forgive her. She was like, she says something about, I'm asking for your forgiveness. Robin says that I won't sit here and say that I'm sorry because some people give an empty sorry. But I want you to forgive me for a mistake that I made for not understanding where you were coming from and how important it was to you. So Kira says, of course, you know, I'm a God-fearing person raised on forgiveness, you know, and it's what I live by. So of course, and Robin says, well, you wasn't living by it on that night. And Kira says, well, God was speaking through me. What kind of stuff is that? I'm not featuring Kira. I'm not. It's the cure for me. Okay, it's something about it. I don't like how she handled that. Robin tells her that she was hurt as well. And now Robin, that was funny. Robin said, I was hurt as well. So I'm waiting. I do feel like a mutual apology should have happened in that space. And I hated that Robin went on to apologize to this woman. Okay, so Robin tells her that you called me an old BIT. Kiana she didn't want to admit that. Kiana just says, well, that wasn't the first thing she said, but yeah, you're right. It did come out her mouth, girl. Like the words came out. It is what it is, okay? So Robin tells her, but what you meant, okay, so Kiana recounted the events and said that, you know, at first she said old or whatever like that. So that struck a chord because you were throwing shade. All right, you were calling her old. She is the oldest woman that was there. And Robin says what you meant to say was experience. And then Kira says, yeah, but at the time I said older and you took offense to that. And Kiana didn't. Okay, and that's on Kiana if she chose not to take offense to that. And why would Kiana take offense when you're directing your energy and your anger towards me? Okay. So then Robin says, but I'm the oldest one at the table. So you were throwing shade and you were talking about me. So Kira, I just felt like you were wrong and you were out of line. And I just wish that you would have admitted that and apologized for that. But if you ain't wrong, I mean, I'm sorry, not wrong, but if you ain't sorry, then I guess you ain't sorry. So you're just not going to apologize for it. So that's just where she is with it. Robin says it's not that serious for her. She says, listen, I ain't got no hard feelings against you. Like, we're good. Robin says that just understand in that moment, you know, I definitely felt attacked. Okay. And she was caught off guard by all of the energy. And I agree with Robin. I feel like she was caught off guard. Like she brought those ladies to this table because she wanted to start a new business venture with y'all. She had some ideas. She had things she wants to do with y'all as a collective together. I don't think she would have ever brought nobody to the table if she would have known that y'all didn't like her like that and y'all wasn't featuring her. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she would have brought anybody to the table if that was the case. So there's that. What else? Kira is still at a place of like, we could just be cordial and that's it. Like, and I'm just like, Robin, I couldn't with a person like Kira. I'm not gonna sit up here and try and be nice to you and not like, we can do it whichever way you want to do it. And it's gonna be fine with me, I promise. Anyway, I just really hate that she ended up apologizing to this girl because I felt like it was not warranted. All right. They will never like each other from that convo. It was giving, we see each other. It was definitely giving, we see each other. Okay. Let's get to Tiana. Because Tiana ended up meeting one of her husband's friends, which happens to be her client, Mr. Kieran of Fox. Okay. He was an NFL player at one point, and she ends up showing him this beautiful home. Beautiful home. I actually like the structure. I like how when you drive down, it kind of looks like it's a little secluded, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? But it was a really nice house. It was. I do, again, when it comes to the price, I do feel like people be out here overpricing, but they say it's a seller's market right now, honey. So they can price that whatever, as long as it makes sense for the comps in the area. But I guess, child, so I don't know. What's important to him? The master bedroom. I said, that's it. Just the master bedroom. That's all. That's important. Okay. You just about, okay, gotcha. All right. So he says the master bedroom is important, but his cousin was like, no, anything else? So basically it's a bachelor pad for him. He ain't trying to settle down with nobody, even though that's what Tiana would like to see happen for him. So he says he's going to take some time out and he is going to think and reflect on the pricing and stuff and see whether or not that's something he really wants to do, because he just want to see about the money, because I think he feel like it's too much. But when it comes down to Tiana said that's cute and that's fine. You can think about it all you want to, but just understand I'm going where the money resides. So somebody was looking at this property yesterday. Somebody's going to go off and look at this property probably after you. And if they come up with a better deal, then baby, that's where I'm going, where the money resides. So if that's like, girl, that's how you feel. So there's that. And I ain't blame Tiana on that at all. If you don't want the house, that's fine. Somebody else will take it. All right. So let's get to Crystal and Kieran. So Crystal wants to get more personal with Kieran. Now, this was an interesting conversation. I wasn't expecting this to come from Miss. I wasn't expecting this at all to come from Miss Crystal. So Crystal, to me, number one, was looking to replace her best friend. And I say, so you go from unfollowing somebody, all right? I guess they wasn't your cup of tea or whatever. And now you go from unfollowing her to try and pretty much pull her into the position that you had Robin in. Okay, the interview was cute. She did pretty good for the most part, but I'm not all the way there with you, Crystal. All right, not yet. All right, so then Crystal, they talk about how they're trying to manifest husbands. Remember, both of the ladies have gone through their own breakups, okay? They've had breakups. Now they're at a place where they're manifesting. Crystal goes from manifesting a husband to talking about manifesting some polyamorous relationship. So let's get into that. Crystal tells her about a guy that she went to school with, and then they ended up linking up again when she went to college or something. Then shortly after college, they linked up again recently. And she says that, have you ever met a guy that you know is a really good guy, but you know his values are not the same as your values or whatever like that? And Kira was like, yeah, like where we going with this? So she says, well, listen, I kind of want to try something different. I want to give him a chance. Like, I think I want to try out, you know, being polyamorous. And basically, I guess like an open relationship or whatnot. Like she used an example of like he could have a wife or something, like your wife would be okay with you having a girlfriend type thing, or maybe your girlfriend would be okay with you having a girlfriend. So that's what she was, hold on one second, y'all. So that's what she was saying. All right. So then what else? So Crystal is open to having a poly. She said, I'm not. So Kira was like, are you interested in, like, do you like him enough for that? She said, well, I like him enough to have she said, I like him enough to go to a poly party, but not like, you know, engage in a polyamorous relationship with him. She then asked Kira if she would like to go to the party. And Kira was like, girl, that's not where I'm at with the Lord right now. Okay, I'm just not there. Like, if that's what you want to do, like, that's cool. If you want to date around and be in multiple relationships and whatever, like, you can do that. I'm not going to do that. All right. And Crystal tells her that it's not like everybody's having sex all over the place. And I'm like, well, in so many words, they are. Okay. I mean, anybody from just be with somebody, just be with them, girl, they're probably gonna be hunching it down too. So I mean, I feel like they are having sex all over the place if you're doing it with more than one person. Like, what do you? Anyway, so Kira says, girl, I'm on a different journey, and tells her if that's what you want to do, then cool. Crystal tells her about her guy friend dating a married woman, and how he's actually going out to eat with that married woman. And I'm just over here like, that don't even match Crystal's personality to me. So that was very interesting for me to hear, because I'm like, you don't even seem like that type of energy that you would give off. But again, she said she wanted to try something different. So I guess that one thing ain't working, maybe something else would work. But if that's what you want to do, who are we? Okay, good luck. Okay, see what y'all are saying. I want to go to be nosy. Go be nosy about what? You talking about go be nosy about the poly event, about the poly stuff? I'm not making a compromise like that, especially my values. So we are sharing and whatnot. That's what it sounds like. We're sharing all of that. Pretty outside doesn't equal pretty inside. That does sound a bit desperate, right? That does sound like she's coming off as though she's desperate. Hate to see it. So let's get to Kiana. Okay, so Kiana has Watson Realty Co. All right. And she's speaking to her ladies, and I believe that her business has been open for like a year now. So she wants to do this massive celebration for it. It was in this moment that for me, I felt like I see why Crystal might be interested or willing to leave the show. I feel like Crystal may want to do something similar to what Sherelle did with her show. Instead of being like amongst an ensemble of ladies, and even though she's saying she quit now, she could change her mind at a later time. She might end up staying on the show because it makes sense for her, right? But I could see her also possibly trying to leave this show and go off and get her own show, similar to what Sherelle has with selling Tampa. And maybe she could try and pitch them on the idea of selling Atlanta, IDK, or just, have Watson Realty as a show or something like that with a little bit of drama. Who knows? But when I saw that, that's what it made me think of. So she's going to throw a party for her company towards the end of the episode. All right. So there's that. Let's get to Crystal. And hold on, Lord, that good luck made me choke on my Gatorade. I'm sorry, ain't it? Kiana needs to get her own show. Agreed. Okay. The poly party I want to watch. Gotcha. I don't like how Crystal sounds like she's interested in polyamorous relationships simply because he is. Ooh. Well, you also heard her say to Robin, like, oh, you want me to run up behind you like you're giving me peen. And I say, and that's the sad part, that you have to run up behind somebody giving it to you. Yikes. Okay. So you need to go and do your own self-healing, Miss Crystal, while you had this amazing life and you got love in all the places and all this other thing that you say that you got. As much as you want to sit up here and tell Robin she need to go do the work, you continue to do the work too. Okay. So there's that. Not get Crystal some water, honey. Kiana is quitting the show, but every realty show will have drama. This isn't HGTV, of course, because she also wants to appeal to what audience? I'm sure a black one. She's so jealous of Robin. I'm sure of it now. Leland, are you speaking on Crystal? You think Crystal's jealous of Robin? Crystal centers men in her personal life. What you mean centers men? It's more about her not liking how she's looking on the show. Agreed. I can see that. I think she thought that she was going to be like that girl or something. Like, I think I ain't gonna say that girl. But I feel like she probably thought more of the fans were going to take a liking to her over Robin, and it's not necessarily happening. Jamie, when she said that to Robin, I was like, you chase your friends, you don't chase DIC. Right, your friends are going to be around. And you don't want to chase somebody when you knew you was operating in the wrong. And that's the thing for me. You're going around having all these conversations with everybody talking about how you triggered her, and the word triggered her. Like, basically, from these conversations you're having with people, you're hearing where you were wrong. And you still feel like you shouldn't have to go and have a conversation with your friend because you was out of line and you were wrong. Yeah, no. I feel like, she over here talking about how she expecting an apology from Robin. She hopes to come with an apology. Well, I hope that you about to give her one too. Kiana's business and life would be an interesting show, especially with her fertility journey, right? And just looking at her sitting with all of those ladies, I was like, that's when I saw it. I was like, I could see Kiana having her own show, right? Similar to Selling Tampa with her own Watson Realty Co. She already connected with the producers of OWN. Now she got to just figure out a way of at least creating how she's going to pitch that. They may not take it up. OWN may not pick it up since they already have this show, or they're trying to really sell this one. They might not. But maybe another network will be open into taking it, or another streaming service or something. Maybe she could get one with Netflix and do Selling Atlanta. Possibly. We'll have to see. Kiana in these confessional looks is that girl. Yes. And I'm not even the one, her and Crystal in that brown. I was like, baby, say what we want about Crystal. Crystal fine. Okay. I said, she looks I love the little ponytail pulled to the back with the brown. I said, she looks so beautiful right here. Very beautiful woman. Don't like her antics at times. But yeah, OWN will not take it up. You messed up our good ratings. It's a wrap, right? I don't think they would want them to compete like that. So I could see Kiana coming back doing maybe one more. Maybe one, even though she's saying she quitting. If the money's right and maybe they'll adjust a few things, I think she probably would come back. We'll have to see. Hopefully she's not 100% sold on just walking away. But I don't know. We'll see. I feel like a lot of reality people say they quit, right? And then we see them again. I feel like Erica Mena did that plenty of times. Other people, hell, even Nene damn near quit Housewives, but then she came back, right? Had been talking about quitting. So, I mean, that's what she say. We'll see. I'll believe it 100% when I don't see her in the opening credits for the next season. So, or in the promo. So we'll see. What else we got here? So Crystal and her dad comes over to visit. Her dad is working on his own property. So he's planning on working on, I guess, some type of 2-level of property where he's going to be renting out both spaces for a total of like $3,000, I think. I don't know if it's like $1,500 each, but a total of $3,000. But here's the thing, Daddy finna have some money. Daddy said he ain't got no mortgage on none of that property. I said, no, Daddy, oh, I see you, sir. Listen, he said, you know how I roll, baby. I'm not going to be having no damn mortgage. I done been paid that stuff off years ago. Okay, I'm just over here remodeling. Okay, I'm going to pay it down. So there's that. Go ahead then, Daddy. I'm here for it, girl. What else? So she tells her dad about her sit down at the party and how things went. She also names Robin as being her best friend. And I kind of looked at that side eye. Maybe that's just me, but I just felt like, how is she your best friend, but your daddy didn't even know her name? Your daddy may not know her, but can he at least know her name? So I'm like, is she really your best friend, or is this just what y'all saying for the show? Okay, so she tells her dad about the term triggered and how she kept telling her friend, you're triggered. And she didn't know that the word triggered was going to end up triggering her. Girl, bye. You've said it enough around her for you to know that that's going to trigger her. Every time you say triggered, And why, like, that makes no sense to me. Like, you keep telling her she's triggered. You, as being her friend all these years, you haven't noticed that it heightens her up even more? Girl, I guess. So, Crystal thinks that she has to work through, she thinks that Robin needs to work through her BS of whatever has happened to her when she was a child. Like, yeah, you've been through some things when you were a child, but you're going to have to work through that and stop trying to blame everybody else for what you may have been through. And I agree with Crystal on that. Like, you do have to work through that. Okay, it can't continue to be an excuse forever. You have to work through those issues or whatever you got going on or whatever those quote unquote triggers are. You do have to work through that, Robin. Crystal, also, I want you to know, as your sister told you, though, you can be very condescending. And I feel like you purposely do things to her to trigger her. You do. So there's that. Crystal says that she is a straight shooter and needs to know what's going on with her friend. And I said, not you saying that you're a straight shooter and you need to know what's going on with her, but you haven't talked to her in weeks. That's not adding up. Help us with that. Okay. What else? She says she doesn't like how the dinner went, and she says that she won't get a chance to do that to her again. And I mean in terms of like hitting her, right? I think that's what she was saying. She won't get a chance to do that to me again. That made me think of this meme. You'll never ever get the chance to talk to me like that again. I gotta find that meme because it's like some music playing under the lady talking. But anyway. So I just feel like if that's the case, Crystal, you'll never get a chance to be able to treat Robin how you've treated her as well. So this ain't one-sided. So hopefully when they really have this conversation, they both see the error in their ways. But based on the preview of the next episode, Crystal may not have learned anything. I think she's going to play the victim again. Like, woe is me, it happened to me. Versus actually seeing that your friend was out here being attacked and you didn't even support her. If anything, you chastised her more like she was in the wrong. Right? And you didn't try to diffuse the situation for real. Okay, so there's that. Later on, we could see where Kiana goes to talk with a doctor. Very sad. Her and her husband met with a fertility doctor, and she's been trying to get pregnant. Her husband has a daughter that I think is like 20 years old, whereas they want their own child. I think he's 42. Kiana is like 39. And she said by the time she's 40, she wanted to have a child. She says that she was pregnant before, but she didn't go through with that pregnancy. Okay. She also talked about how they were trying to do IVF. And it was so awkward because it's like, I'm glad that they paid attention to what those doctors were saying, because I can imagine how many people were so anxious and happy to have, to go through the IVF process to get pregnant and just went along with what these people were saying. I'm glad that they kind of noticed some things like what she said when she went to go, I guess, and get her eggs checked or whatever happened. They called her and asked her who was her sperm donor. What do you mean, who is my sperm donor? When I have my husband, that's probably on all my documentation and my paperwork. And my husband that done came in and got tested 3 times. Excuse me? Yeah, that's a red flag. Okay, come to find out, when her husband went in to get tested these multiple times, it was never frozen. Well, what the hell did y'all do with the man's sperm? Where did it go? Was it never frozen, or did y'all use it for somebody else? Man probably got about 3-4 kids out here already and don't know nothing about it because y'all about to use this man's sperm. Don't tell me y'all took this man's sperm and then y'all ain't never freeze it. Because I feel like y'all took it and y'all used it for something else. Kiana, y'all might want to go and check. Y'all might want to get on some type of ancestor registry or something, or see if your man got some other kids out here. Okay, because that right there going to be a lawsuit because we didn't sign up for that. All right. What else? So once they found out about that, they ended up stopping the process as they should have. And thank God those people gave them all their money back, because when they told the doctor that, she was like, oh, that's great. She was like, that's good, because it sounds like that's not something that they do. We're not giving you your money back. All right. That's what it sounds like. So there's that. All right. So what we find out about Q is that she doesn't have fibroids. Everything with her body is normal. Okay. So everything seems to be okay at this time. Right. The doctor tells her that the clock is definitely ticking, because once you get over the age of 35, she says that a lot of abnormal things, is what I'll say, can happen to the child. All right. You can have all kind of issues with the fetus, and it could like the most known one is like Down syndrome. Your child could get Down syndrome, right? So it's good to know those possibilities. And that would suck because you do see women that are much older that end up having children with or without help, right? And they kids don't experience that. But I guess you just need to know all of the possibilities and the complications that could come along with that. That's sad. I hate it. I hate it. So there's that. Okay. Anthony is gonna have to get him a semen analysis. So basically they're about to start this process all over again. I'm not sure when they filmed this show. I don't know if it was like last year or something, but I do wonder where they are in the process with that. So Kiana, if you do not come back to the show, you need to get on your YouTube channel and clue us in. You let us in this much of your life, girl. We want to know a little more. Are you moving forward in the IVF process? And what is that like? What is it going like for you? And what was the difference between this process versus the last process that you went through? Okay. So hopefully she can indeed get pregnant, but she also told them that if they can't get pregnant in the way that they would like, right, then they could probably take on donor sperm or donor eggs. At one point they were like really against that, but now they're sold, like they're open. I ain't gonna say sold, but they're open to trying whatever they can to bring in their child. Okay, so hopefully things work out for her. I really hate that they have to go through that process. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing is that I guess the process is there and it's available for people to go through. Should that be something they want to do? Because maybe it wasn't like that years ago. Right? So Crystal's sister tried to tell her nicely to look at her side of the conflict. Crystal didn't listen. I agree, Michelle, by Bell. I just saw a 50-year-old Black woman just had a healthy baby. It happened. I hate that for her too. If they would have inseminated her with the wrong sperm, you know what? I saw a lawsuit. This white woman is actually suing her doctor for her adult child that's actually not hers. So I don't know if it's like not her eggs and not their sperm or what, but she went through an IVF process and found out years later as a child is an adult that it's not hers. So now she's suing the doctor. Baby, this messy. Ooh. Crystal was even faker in the scene with her dad. She's definitely a villain. Her and Kiana have it out for Robin. I can't tell that Crystal works on her issues. I would sue that company. That seemed to be negligence on the company's part. Of course, yes, Jamie, it's giving Jane the virgin tease. Because what did you do with the sperm? That's what I'm saying. Like, where is it? Okay, some white family walking around with a brown skin. Girl, doctors just careless and unprofessional. And you know what else I feel? I feel like sometimes the doctors may rely on the nurses to do so much of the job, like an assistant or whatever. And I don't know if they just really check on them and make sure they're doing everything accurately, knowing that your name and your business is technically on the line more than the nurse and the errors that they may do. I'm glad they caught it, though. I'm glad that they noticed and was like, this ain't adding up. What do you mean? How about the sperm? Okay, did y'all freeze the sperm? Like, what's happening? Like, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Crystal and Robin need to leave each other alone. Neither one of them seem to like or respect the other person. I agree. Excuse me, Crystal comes from a place of financial privilege. So she's trying to equate all of Robin's actions and feelings to her upbringing. This is why I can't watch. Because that lady continuously downplays her role and her issues with Robin, and she keeps exaggerating their friendship with this lady. Gotcha. What's up, Kim? I agree. I'm tired of Robin's excuses. She's too mature to use that as a crutch. Okay. I don't think any of these girls are friends, Miss Kaylee. I think Tiffany and Robin may be friends now, though. I think they may have formed a friendship. If she had the pregnancy before, it means she can have it again. If she had the pregnancy before, so you believe that if she had it before, she can have it again? I don't know. It sounds like when she was telling the story, she got pregnant a long time ago. That's what I was taking it as. And she didn't keep the baby. And then now here we are. She wants one. So, I mean, I don't know. Let's keep going, honey. Let's keep going. All right, let's get to Tiana Fox, okay? Tiana and Fox. So they speak on the phone about the value of the home. Because remember, Tiana is showed him the house, right? And this is her husband's friend. He feels like the price is too high. I knew it. When he went back to that car and told him he got to think about this, I said, baby, that price too high for this man. This man is for the year. No, ma'am. Okay. So he wants the price to be lower. And Tiana doesn't think that is going to work, right? So that's going to be a no-go. But hopefully she can find something for him that suits him. But because of this, she wants to talk to the homeowner, which is, what she said, like Quinetta. Because I think she's asking for 1.9 mil or something like that. And it may be too much. So when she asked her, how much are you willing to go down on the price, y'all? The girl said $100,000. I said, bitch, 100,000. You might well keep that shit at 1.9. Because what the hell is 100,000? That ain't nothing. And then Tiana says, oh, I think that's great. That's what I was going to say. But, you know, instead of dropping it so drastically, I said, that is not a drastic drop. Okay, from 1.9 mil to 1.8. Girl, that's still a lot of motherfuckers. So then she says, we'll do 50K. Okay, so I'm sorry. So the price point, she wants 2 mil. And then somebody is saying 2.7 mil. And he offered, thank you, he offered 1.9. He wanted $1 million off. And I don't blame him. And then they're going to tell me something, they'll take off 1,000. Girl, what the fuck? That's still like what the is 100K going to do? Then she did 50. Who said that? It was 2.7 mil, but homeboy could afford 1.9. I know that's real. You ain't finna take all my motherfucking coins. Hello? And I'm cool with finding a house at 1.2. I feel like that's about how much Portia and Simon them house was, and it damn near looked like that one right there. Or either it was a mil, because Portia and them got a steal on their house in comparison to what Miss Quinetta over here selling. Girl, where the hell is this house located anyway? Ain't nowhere near Buckhead, and you over here charging this much. Girl, 800,000 lower than the asking price. Are they gonna the Benji? Is they gonna drop it by 800,000? Because all I heard was 1,000. Or you talking about old boy was trying to sell her 800,000 less? Because she got me messed up over here, girl. Quinetta, you need to go back to the drawing board. See, this is what y'all be getting greedy out here in these streets. Real greedy. Just because it's a seller's market. I understand you want to come up on a coin, but girl, you already is. Sitting up here talking about some damn 2-point-something mil. Girl, what was the comps in the area? Only for Tiana to go back and tell her. Did she mention the comps in the area? This Liberty house. How big was it? Girl, that lady know she made me feel away. Yeah, 50K may seem like a lot to her in comparison to what she really wants. I mean, basically what she was asking her, how much are you willing to lose? How much are you willing to be okay with not getting? I mean, I'm okay with not getting 100,000. I bet you is, if it's 2.8. I bet you is. Talk about, I mean, I'm okay with getting, 100,000. Okay, so you want to start with 50K? Yeah, I can use 50K. 50K is fine because I'm still going to probably gain, carry the one, a 2 point. Bitch, no, ma'am. And it's going to sit there. And then they're going to sit up here talking about some damn, it's been on the market for 40 days. 40 days. 40 days. Girl, you up here acting like it's been on the market for 4 years and y'all try to drop. Like, girl, what the hell is this? After 40 days, I'm like, girl, ain't nobody living that long. Come on, Martin. Ain't nobody living in that long. Ain't nobody selling it like that. Whew. And if they is, where they at, so somebody could teach me. Tell them to call me, girl. DM me on Instagram. So I don't want none of these Forex people and all these other folks that be out here talking about these scams. I don't want them. Matter of fact, send me an email. Okay, so if they out here doing it like that, I won't in. Whew. Girl, she made me feel away. I said, hang up on Quinetta. Hang up on Quinetta. Hang up on Quinetta right now. Y'all need to hang up right now and tell me some damn 100K. Girl, I can't. Let's keep going. Let's talk about Robin and Tim. Because first of all, when Robin was walking in downtown Atlanta, I've been in that area, right? And never knew that they was doing it like that in those buildings. I used to wonder, like, what's in these buildings? Like, these must be like office buildings, some of these places. I know my homegirl stayed down there, but you could kind of tell that her spot was like an apartment loft area. But I didn't know they was doing it like that, Tim. Tim, teach me. Robin, call me. Okay, call me. What the hell? Put a girl on. All right, because I'm looking at this penthouse is what they called it. I said, oh, that be dick that. I didn't know they was doing it like that on the inside. So loved it. Okay, he gonna Tim, Robin, let's go out to eat because I need to know what the hell he doing. Because first of all, Tim's smart. So this beautiful home. A lot of different spaces, got upstairs, downstairs, got an outside area, beautiful. Love the wall-to-wall couch that he had in the master bedroom. Bathroom looked nice. Definitely a bachelor's pad, right? Definitely a bachelor's pad. Looked great. He's selling it for 1.3 million. Now, number one, she does feel like that is too high for the area, okay? Now, she asked this man, how did he acquire this space, this penthouse area? The man got it. It was in foreclosure, y'all. Hear me. In foreclosure. He got the home for $380,000 in foreclosure. And that's going to sell for at least $1 million. She said, maybe $9K, right? But that's going to sell for at least $1 million. Do you see how much he's gaining? And I guarantee you, Tim go out here finding the best foreclosed properties that he can, and then taking some of the money to renovate the space and then get a return. I said, Tim and Robin, call me. Let's talk. Let's meet downtown. Let's have coffee. Starbucks, Frappuccino. Hit your girl up, okay? I thought that was just smart as hell to me. Girl. And I feel like it's probably going to sell. I do. I feel like, honestly, this bachelor player, hell, y'all need to be over there calling Tiana and getting her client. So he'll probably take that space because that's around his price range. Did he say 1.3? Well, baby, you can get this for $1 million. Okay? You can save your little $300,000 extra. We'll do this for $1 million. Okay? That's who you need to be going to call. And he'll probably buy that space right on up. Girl. Anywho, I just thought that was dope, y'all. Let me see what y'all saying about it. Okay. Yes, that was a good investment. A good investment. $300K. And then he renovated it. It had holes in the walls. It had all kind of stuff. And something about Tim strikes me as a person that put in a lot of work. Now, he may have hired some people, but I feel like Tim probably one of those people that get down in the gutter with it. He probably got up all the flooring, laid down his own flooring, probably painted, maybe got somebody to come in and paint. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if Tim, excuse me. I wouldn't be surprised if Tim got that home for $380,000. And y'all, I wish I had my real estate Miss Squirrel up in here to let me know. But I wouldn't be surprised if he got it for $380,000. But possibly, I don't know how it works, right? That's why I want Tim and Robin to call me. And probably, let's say he probably got approved for $500,000. And took the difference of that and poured it into the home. And then now he finna sell the house for $1 million or so, and then probably gonna get up to $500,000 back up off the house. Girl, you here? Tell me, girl. Tell me, how does that work? Tell me how that works. So when he got the home for $380,000, could he have gotten approved possibly for $500,000 and then took the remainder and put it into the house? And I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying, like, is that even possible? Because he got it in a foreclosure, $380,000, and I'm just wondering, where did he get the money to build out? Because if that's possible, girl, I need to get my life together right now, today, at 2:05, for sure. Somebody gonna have to tell you, girl, something. And then hearing Crystal Daddy talk about the homes that he got and how he ain't got no mortgage. Listen to me. I have been sleeping on real estate and sleeping in real estate, meaning somebody else's motherfucking property. Hear what I say? Sleeping in it, girl. I can't. Okay, so it's called Purchase Plus. Okay, not that much, but yes, there are loans that include repairs, renovations, costs. So he could get that on a foreclosed home. Would they give him that since it's foreclosed? I don't know if the like contracts and stuff are different when you are in a foreclosed home. Let me see what else y'all are saying. Purchase Plus improvements. At least that's what we call it. Okay. Girl, I see this is what we be learning. Right. Yes, ma'am. Right now at 205. Foreclosures are usually all cash at the time of sale, at least in California. Okay. Yes, they would. Okay. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. He probably did have other investments, but it's just a flip on this home for me because I do believe he gonna sell it in that area downtown where everything happens, and he not far from the stadium and stuff. Girl, the concerts, like the conveniency, he gonna sell that. It's probably already sold. I need to get my life. He might have gotten 203K home loan. A 203K home loan, but it was for 380,000. Are you meaning like a separate loan outside of the 380? What you said, Jamie? We finna get into some real estate, okay? Hear me out. That's crazy. I think, yeah, Brianna, I think he was living in that home. I think that was a home he was actually living in. And still is, but look into selling. And finna make a great penny off of it too. And now when I think about it, y'all, the fact that this loft was sold for 1.3 million, but Robin comes in and makes it make sense for the comps in the area and says that she's going to drop it by $3 to $4 million. I'm sorry, $3 to $400,000. But we got Miss Damn Tiana over here talking about some 50,000, 100K. No, ma'am, that's not right. Girl, you need to drop that down to 2 million. Okay, you trying to be rich. Okay, no, ma'am. Girl, and the area that his loft is at is the area that everybody wants to be for the conveniency, right? More so than where Miss Girl is at. Talk about some damn 50. Now, Miss, let me go up. Luxury is key. Dang it, I forgot your first name. You just put it in the chat last week. It's something Anna, right? It has an Anna on the end. Am I saying it wrong? But Miss Luxury is key. I want to know your thoughts about Miss Girl dropping this price down by 50K. Kiana, I know it has something with an Anna in it. Yes, Kiana with a K. That's why Luxury is key. Duh. Kiana, hello. Okay, gotcha. This 50K from 100K. You know what I'm saying? Like 50K on a $2.7 million home. That's not a difference. That's not like, what are your thoughts on that? We remember Tiana's was on the market already versus one not on. Oh, yes. You're right. Naturally, Mar. That's right. It was on the market and they didn't want to show that something was wrong with the home because if they did a drastic drop. And I just feel like take it off the market then. But then maybe that won't help either. I was going to say, take it off the market, drop the price and then put it back on there. But it's probably not going to matter because the history is still going to show that it was on the market and it was taken off. So then they're really going to think something's wrong with it, right? Girl, it's crazy because real estate is so, it seems like so difficult, but so fascinating at the same time. I feel like it's so much to learn about it, but then it's so fascinating. Like once you start figuring things out, the wheels start turning and it just really, you know what I'm saying? You get ingrained with it. So she's trying not to upset her client with the major drip, gradually getting her into the price reductions. Got to make sense now. Because I see that now because clients probably be so focused on major drop. Got you. Clients be so focused on what their return is probably going to be, right? They be looking at their numbers and their money and what they can gain and this and that. So they probably already in their head be having plans for that money. You know how people like to make plans for their money before it actually touch their hands? I feel like that's what clients may do. And so she don't want to upset her, which makes so much sense. Like, girl, you have to drop this home to $2 million. Like, it's just not, this is not going to work. But she's trying to slowly, that makes so much sense, getting her okay with reducing the price. That makes sense. Well, if she do it now, it's been on the market for 40 days, then if it's going to be on the market for 3 times that amount, girl, she really going to be dropping it. If you trying to get that home sold that year, some stuff I feel like you just going to have to give, girl. At least come down to 2.5. If you don't want to do 2 points, like 2.5 at least, girl. That's not that major of a dip to me. And if you're trying to get it sold that year, but you know, I mean, that's just what I think, girl. I mean, I'm comparing that house to Portia Williams' latest home that they purchased, which got it going on way more than this house, and I think it sold for less. I don't know what the area is, but and that house is on the market for years, so I feel like they dropped that price drastically too to get it sold, and it sold at the very end of the year, but. We'll see if when they show us properties like this, because see, now I'm getting my wheels turning. I would like to see the results at a light. I hope they bring it back and show me, okay, what happened with this property? What happened with that? I definitely want to know what's going to happen with Tim's property. And now I want to know what's going to happen with this Tiana's property, because I feel like she's going to end up dropping that price again. I just don't see that selling at that amount. But I'm over here talking like I'm an agent, girl. I'm nowhere near it. Okay, this is just mere speculation. At the end of the day, at the end of it all, he's still making a huge profit. Right. I think 200,000 drop in price will be great. I watch $1 Million Listing, and that's what they do. Once the price drop, it can sell, right? And I feel like she should have assessed that instead of calling her right after she talked to the client, maybe assess what it may look like, so that they don't have to really drop it again. Because I feel like if you drop it by 50K and then you turn around and drop it by another 50K and then you turn around and drop it by another 50K, I feel like that's going to be a little shaky, right? When what they could do, and then I feel like it don't help your negotiating power either, I would think, on the opposite end, because they done dropped this home price by about 3-4 times now. At this point, I'm going to think they're going to take whatever. Instead, just looking at the numbers, seeing what's going to make sense, preparing your conversation to come to her as to why you think it's going to make sense and this isn't a bad thing. And that way you ain't got to keep dropping the damn price on it. Okay, we dropped about 300,000, whatever. Okay, cool, boom, that's it. So we just gonna let it ride out and see what this is. Well, let me see what Miss Luxury is saying, because y'all know I'm not the girl. I'm not the queen. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Okay. She likely understands that Quinetta doesn't need a quick sale, so let's do small drops. Okay, she don't need a quick one. Okay, then, so, all right, then, okay. Gotcha. Quinetta not, and that's when you say she don't need a small sale, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, she not hurting for the money, because I'm like, okay, so she can pay the mortgage over there and pay the mortgage over there and okay. Do what you want to do then, Miss Quinetta. Okay. And is waiting for the right buyer to come along to give her what she wants. Okay. Well, if she can wait it out, then wait it out. This was good. Thank y'all. Okay. I hope you guys get something out of this and enjoy that. Okay. I appreciate that. You have to start high and gradually drop. That only makes sense. That's why you need to work with a realtor that knows the game. Maybe, okay, well, then y'all might want to work with Luxury is Key, Miss Kiana. Okay. Maybe the seller does mind staying on the market for a while, or doesn't mind staying on the market for a while. Some sellers are willing to hold out until the right buyer comes around to pay full price. And I can't even be mad at that. Right? Because then now it makes me think about, and it's going to be crazy when I say, but now it makes me think about relationships, girl. Okay. People hop in just to settle and don't like what they got, girl. And then some people rather just wait it out and just see, girl, give me a little more time, honey. I know I can do a little better than that. So, all right. Well, y'all just school me. I love this. Thank you. Portia's home was over $6 million, but I guess it depends on the area. Yeah, I think she's in Buckhead. Okay. It was, are you talking about Portia's home or Simon's? I thought Simon's home was a little cheaper than that. It could have been 6, maybe. I'm not sure. I thought it was cheaper than it. I thought, I could be wrong though. Well, if she doesn't need a quick sale, then wouldn't it make more sense to take it off the market and reassess the price? That's a good question. I don't know how that's going to look if she take it off and then put it back on. And then when it comes back on, it's going to be a drastic drop. I don't know, but this was a good, thank y'all. This was good. That's a good question. All right, so what we at? We get to Kiana's party. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. So Kira and Robin are good. So far. I mean, really, Kira was talking like nothing happened. So I'm like, okay, they must really be good. They are totally okay. I'm not even mad at it. Like, all right. Kira brings up Robin and Crystal and whether they have met up and Crystal and how Crystal will be at the party, right? They haven't met up, they haven't talked, but she will be at the party. And Q tells her that she doesn't want them to talk at the party. She don't think this is the space that they should talk at. Okay, let me put a pin in it. I gotta go back because I believe the question was asked from from Moni, and the question was asked, well, if she doesn't need a quick sale, then wouldn't it make more sense to take it off the market and reassess the price? So then luxury is key says taking a home on and off the market gives the general public the idea that there is something wrong with the home when there isn't. So and Tiana touched on that. Yeah, she did. She did touch on that in the in that scene, right? Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Kiana. Okay, so we're at Q's event, and she tells Robin that she doesn't think that she needs to have this talk with Crystal at her event. Robin says, no, I feel like I do need to have this talk with her because she's been like, I guess it's like this sadness that she's sensing about Crystal. So she wants to have this conversation. But I felt like this, Q. Not you telling them that they don't need to have this conversation at your event, but you came into Robin's event ready to have a whole different conversation about some drama that you did not get resolved over a year ago. Also making sure that the other ladies are on the same accord as you, which led to Kira going off on Robin as well. So you pretty much ruined Robin's dinner. So you came with that energy and then turned around and influenced the conversation to happen between Robin and Kira at Tiffany's thing. So not you sitting up here can be a part of conversations and creating friction or whatever at other people's event. But now it's your turn to have one. You feel like they shouldn't have a conversation. No, ma'am. I'm kind of glad that they did. All right. So anyway, we see where Crystal was, she came to the event. She was standing right behind Robin. At some point, both of the ladies turned because they were faced, back to back to each other. At some point, they turn, they look at each other, and they hug each other. They complimented each other. I said, okay, then I guess, all right. And then next thing you know, we can see where they go when they talk. Okay, when they sit down and talk, Robin tells her that she should have reached out to her 21 days ago. And then Crystal says, oh, so you want me to run behind you like you're a man giving me peanuts? And I said, no, ma'am. Not you running behind a man that is giving you that. You shouldn't have to do all that, ma'am. Right? Where's that coming from? Yikes. But the show ended up going off at that point. We're going to see more on next week's episode where it looks like they're actually going to take their conversation outside of the party and outside. And maybe that's a good thing for Miss Q because they are going to get a bit loud with each other, primarily Miss Robin. Because again, Crystal tries to act as though she had nothing to do with what happened, right? So yeah, that's gonna be an interesting conversation, and it's gonna fall flat if neither one of them are open to hearing each other out. Because I think Robin was wrong for putting her hands on Crystal, but I also feel like Crystal was wrong for not being a friend in that moment and knowing that the girls were gonna come to the dinner addressing certain things, primarily Q, and not trying to defend her friend in any type of facet. If anything, she escalated stuff. So we're going to see. Crystal and Robin's interactions are so fake to me. Okay. I got you. Yes, Q definitely was in the middle of conversations that didn't need to be had at others' events, but felt like her event was off limits. Right. Exactly. Probably because Robin and Crystal are more likely to get physical. I see your point, Els. But I also feel like that's how they see Robin in general. But Q was still open to getting that conversation to happen between she and Kira. So yeah, I think that's a little different because the meetup was not something elaborate like Kiana's celebration. Gotcha. Well, then what about the celebration of Tiffany? That was a elaborate celebration, and they still had a conversation that Q encouraged, right? It started to go left, but it didn't. It didn't. So we'll see how it's gonna play out. We'll see, guys. That's true, Phil. Just because Fox can't pay the $3 million doesn't mean someone else can't pay the $3 million. Yes, and we've already went through that conversation when Kiana said that luxury is key. Kiana said that Quindetta ain't hurting for money and she gonna hold out for that person that can pay that $3 million. Jamie, I look forward to this review because not only are we getting entertainment, but also knowledge. Shout out to Luxury is Key. Yes, ma'am, for schooling us. My interest in real estate is peaking more and more. Do you feel what I'm saying? For sure. Y'all follow Luxury is Key over there on IG. Okay. She has a lot of nuggets and things on her page. So definitely go over there and check out her IG. Luxury is Key. Kiana, if you're still here, could you put your Instagram and stuff in the chat, please? So yeah, guys. But another good episode, right? I wonder what they're gonna do once this show goes off. Like, what's gonna be next? Because one thing about OWN, they've been hitting us with the content. So I wonder what's next. I wonder if when this goes off, if we're gonna get Put a Ring on It. Put a Ring on It was so explosive last season, y'all, and so messy, girl. So messy. So I'm looking forward to another Put a Ring on It. So hopefully they give us that as soon as Ladies Who List is no longer on in a few weeks, I suppose. It is right here, you guys, Kiana Lawson. So definitely go over to her IG and follow her. Okay. I just don't like when people make it seem like they didn't tune into the show for drama, like they have a whole season trailer to let you know what type of show this is. Agreed. I didn't really like when Kiana felt like the show wasn't giving her what she wanted, but we see her do so many confessionals talking about the drama. So how could you sit up here and say that you didn't know this is what the show was going to be about when they asked you probably in the confessionals more questions about drama than they asked you about your actual listings and things like that? So miss me with all of that. I don't know if Kiana was just saying that to shift the attention to get it on her when she said that she was going to be quitting or whatever. But Kiana, I think you should hang in there unless you're going to go off and get your own show. I think you should hang in there with the show. Because just because we like Robin now doesn't mean we're going to like her next season. Like, things change. You know what I'm saying? You might end up being the girl everybody likes next season. It just happens. We don't hate you, right? It's just how it is on the shows. Selling Tampa was definitely good. I feel like it was as good as this show. But you know, I think it's to each his own, but that's just my opinion. That's just what I think about it. Okay. All right, you guys. I thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Kiana Lawson, thank you so much for hopping on and sharing your expertise about real estate. We definitely appreciate you. Guys, please make sure that you hit the like button on your way out. Okay, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. And also, sharing is caring, so be sure to share the videos. Okay, also make sure when you subscribe, your notification bell is on. I got some other content that I'm going to try to get out to you guys today, like love during lockup, because they some fools, honey. My Killer Body, we got to talk about the situation with the ladies getting plastic surgery. Okay, shout out to K Michelle, that is her show. And then we also have to talk about growing up hip hop. Okay, I've already done a video on Sam in Egypt getting married. Child, why? But go ahead and check that out. And I'm going to work on some other content to get out to you guys this evening. Okay, so that's all I got. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. As I said, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.